Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Please excuse my croaky voice. I've still got a bit of a bug going on at the moment. It's a bit of a cough and a cold, but anyway, it wasn't going to deter me from getting here today. A little bit of sunshine, and I hope you're all well and had a great week and looking forward to a long weekend. So I've been already tackling a few jobs, and I don't know whether any eagle-eyed people have noticed that on my intro I have now acquired 2 of the large water butts. Yeah, I was going to see how I went with one and then thought, no, let's just go with 2. So 2 are now in situ here. It turns out I need a couple of bricks on the top just to hold the lids down because we're having high wind again. What I've done is just drilled a few little holes so that the water can drain. So it acts a bit like I did with the dustbins, it acts as a sort of funnel. So yeah, that will mean when they're full, 600 litres of water, which I've got one of those pumps which will connect to the hose, and yeah, that's going to be so useful come the summer when I'm watering. Also, some progress. First of all, I've created the carrot bed, and when I was doing this, I'll insert a little bit of video. I was sitting in glorious sunshine, sifting the soil for it to go, all the carrots to go in, and within moments we got a hailstones. Yeah, it was one of those freak sort of weather moments. I've planted 2 varieties in there. I've put some netting over the top. It's not the best netting quality at all, but I'm just going to see how it goes. And I've also now put in another of the metal raised beds. This is all part of my plan of reorganising the plot ready for the polytunnel. So they match the ones down there, which are the birdies metal beds. There's I think 6 configurations how you can construct them, and I decided to go with the sort of longest shape, which I'm always happy about until my son said to me, so they look like coffins really, which wasn't quite what I planned, and then it made me concerned about having lots of them in a row. Yeah, it's amazing how one comment can get you on a roll of thinking something completely different. So I am going to put another one next to it, and then hopefully I'll get a few more or a couple more and can put them into this space, but maybe a different, perhaps I'll do them horizontally, or a bit like Danny at Grow Up suggests that we should perhaps do curves, not have everything quite so straight lines, which, yeah, as you can see, I might struggle with that. The other thing I've been doing, this is where the pallet collars were, and it is going to be partially where the polytunnel is going to be sited, so I've removed that. And this was a bed that had decking around it, removed the decking. It's got green manure, so I just need to sort of rake that down. Then I'm going to be covering it with membrane. Again, it's the part that's going to have the polytunnel across it, so until that's done in May, I'll then work out what sort of beds I can put round it. So yeah, I feel like I'm definitely on schedule. I'm keen. That's the thing. When you're keen to do something, it does happen a bit quicker than when it's a reluctant project. I need to do a little bit of weeding. I've got some beetroot to plant in, and some cauliflower to go in. These are my Swift First Early potatoes, and I can see that there's already some growth coming up, so I will be covering those with some more soil. Yeah, it's still can't decide. Please let the sun come out. Oh, the shed. Yeah, so it's a bit untidy. There's a lot of cardboard in here. Where I've been doing projects, I've just been dumping stuff down, and yeah, I'm going to see if I can get it a little bit more tidier today. Oh, and the other thing that's going to be going in are the International Kidney First Earlies. They're not the best seed potatoes, but I'll still be popping them in, and they're my mum's favourites, so we are hoping for a good harvest on those ones. For Christmas, I received one of the trail cameras, one of the wildlife cameras, and I've been now and again leaving it at the plot just to see what I can capture, and it's been really interesting, and this is some footage that I've just discovered. An update on the home garden. We've had a lot of rain and wind, which has battered a few things. Certainly the daffodils have now gone over the top, so I'm going to be deadheading those and popping them into a spot that they can just, die back naturally. Yeah, this is a Snow Queen clematis, and if I'm trying to remember now which group, and I've completely forgotten, but it is one that produces enormous white flowers like the size of a tea plate, and I've had it now for about 4 or 5 years, and it's been really wonderful. The hydrangeas are coming out now. I can see I've got some smaller agapanthus plants somewhere. Oh, these are some hostas, strawberry plants that need to be taken up to the allotment. So in the little greenhouse, I'm beginning to move things out here, get a little bit organised. I've got some lettuce. Now these are begonia plug plants. They only arrived yesterday, so they come through the letterbox, and I just think, goodness, what a journey they've had. So there's 72 in total, and I quickly planted them up, and again I buy them each year and they fill the home garden. Over the back there is lavender, and I've struggled with this, bought as plug plants, and it was September, not last year, but September the year before. And these are actually the best of them. I don't know where I'm going wrong. There's two varieties. That one's Munstead, and then down here we've got Hidcote, and they're looking even worse. I've changed the soil, I've changed the pots. So any lavender experts, please let me know. The tulips are finally coming out, which is a nice follow on from the daffodils. There's a mixed variety in there. And yeah, I mean, it's all springing into life. The rambling rose is definitely doing its name. It's rambled all the way along the fence, and that's going to hopefully flower. In fact, I've just spotted, looks like, yeah, this looks promising, and I believe it's like a little tiny yellow flower. I'm really excited for that because I've had the rose for quite a few years, and this could be its first year flowering. So yeah, today, because the weather can't make its mind up, I'm going to spend this morning in the home garden and hopefully go to the allotment this afternoon, when the forecast is saying, yes, it looks like less rain. And this is something I've been meaning to share. It's we get lots and lots of squirrels in the garden, and I keep finding hazelnuts, and this one had germinated, so I potted it on, and it's doing really well actually. So who knows, I might end up with a hazel tree. Indoors it's quite industrious, a bit muddly at the moment, but getting through some different things I need to do. Over in this corner, I've still got second earlies and main crop potatoes. I've got tomatoes. They're growing. It's rather slow, but they are growing. Aubergines. These are some sweet peppers here as well. And then over in my little mini greenhouses here, again some more sweet peppers. Now these are my sweet peas. they're still quite leggy, and yeah, I will hopefully be planting them out. I've got a place for them to go at the allotment, and there's quite a few varieties. I mean, actual germination rate pretty good. I'm hoping it's not too early to put them out. Maybe I'll do it next weekend. But yeah, they're hopefully going to be an abundance of different colours, even though I can't quite remember the colours of all the ones that I've planted there. Over on the windowsill here is cucumbers, well, the little mini gherkins. In the green long plant there is the dahlia seeds, taking part in the dahlia grow along. I can see one just poking through the soil there, and then we've got some marigolds. I do want to plant some basil so that I can put both with the tomato plants. Over here, this is the peanuts, and that's from Nanu at plot number 9. It's her grow along. A couple more tomato plants. More tomato plants, that's the Heinz one, lobelia, and these are, a reminder, cosmos. More seeds hopefully germinating from the dahlia seeds that were sent kindly from, I believe it's called the Untamed allotment. So I'm doing like a second batch of those. And then in this pot here is chrysanthemums, and it's the very first time I've ever grown those. Not a great germination rate, but looks like 3, possibly 4. Well, that's got quite a few things done, and end of another video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you will tune in next time. Until then, have a great long weekend, whatever you're doing, and make sure you take care. Bye now.